Shaquille O'Neal's entrance. We are in Atlanta, Georgia. We are on day one of what's gonna be a 3-day build for Shaquille O'Neal himself. We're coming together as certified aquascape contractors, artists of the year, to create Shaquille O'Neal, the man, the myth, the legend himself, an aquascape water feature. Let's go check it out.
Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
So today is the day. I cannot believe it's finally here. Lots of logistics, lots of planning, and still lots of logistics and lots of planning. Everything changed when we got together with the Artists of the Year, and I knew this would happen. When Brian was here yesterday, Joey, they decided to change my simple design, which was a waterfall that started up by that bush up there and came down with a bridge over top of it, to moving the waterfall from there over to there and starting it closer to the house. Do I agree with that decision? Yes, and it's okay because this is what these guys do every day. So it's gonna be spectacular to see a collaboration of these guys who are all super talented in their own way. This is gonna be a fun build, stick around. So we're at Shaquille O'Neal's house. Weather's participating so far. We've had a couple miracles on the way here, and it'd be a miracle if the rain doesn't hit us today. So you can see all these crazy spray painted lines out over here. In fact, that Caterpillar machine brought to us by Cat is sitting right in the middle of the pond. So we have a 41-foot pond by about 20 feet wide. We're going a little over 2 feet deep. We've got bridges coming in, bog filters coming in. We've got different spheres that are gonna be put in. We got bridges, all kinds of great stuff. One of the coolest bells and whistles is something that the pond guy himself designed. So right here, you can see this odd circle, and right through the center you see a line. That line represents our pond. So the fire pit, this circle, is gonna sit half in the pond, half outside of the pond. The best part about that is sitting here, looking back up at that slope. So if you can see all these other so-called workers, that's where the waterfall and stream's gonna start. And we've got about a 5-foot grade change to work with, so a pretty epic waterfall. They're gonna come crashing down through there, fed by the spheres, plus a bog filter and everything else. And I can already picture Shaquille O'Neal himself sitting here with his feet up like this, probably smoking a cigar, looking up at that cool waterfall. And then just behind you, of course, is the epic treehouse that he had the treehouse masters come to. So we have a group of pond masters here to accent off the treehouse. It's gonna be an amazing project. I hope I can get this done. I hope we can get this done in the next 3 days. With the talent that we've got here, it should be fun. Maybe, I'd love to say effortless. It will never be effortless, but it will be fun.
Look at the amount of progress that we've made so far. I really love the shape of the pond. It looks a little bit different than our normal amoebic kind of shape along this near side here. The reason for that is we're going to put a retaining wall using retaining bricks inside the pond to create this really formal edge that goes straight down. Our fire pit is also going to be over on this side. Because we don't know exactly how that shape's going to go, we over excavated. So this kind of straight line over here will actually become very contoured and curved. Also, where we're making great progress is we've got the intake bay already dug. That's where our aqua blocks and pumps are going to sit in that area. So that's our oversized skimmer on steroids over there. And you can see the shape of the pond being dug. It helps to have great operators, great water feature artists, and just great people in general to really make a project like this happen.
All right, so it took us about an hour and a half to dig this pond. Now you've got about 15 guys standing around chomping at the bit because we don't have a material here. We sent Greg out to get the liner. I'm not sure if that was a really great idea, but hopefully he comes back with coffee. So our whole excavation for the pond is finished. We've got a nice beach entrance going in here. Right now, Joey's working on digging in a really cool feature, which is going to be a built-in fire pit. On the far end of the pond, we've got our intake skimmer. That's where we're gonna be drawing all the debris so it can be removed during maintenance.
Yeah.
We had a pipe bus,
Service.
1240.
You know, I don't wake up till like 2 o'clock. What's all these people?
We had a pipe bus over here, man.
Water.
Yeah, I need water.
Yeah.
What's your name?
The pond guy.
How are you?
Nice to meet you, buddy. And we also have one other little problem that we found.
What's that?
I think it's best I just show you. It's only a problem if you tell somebody about it. So maybe we can just figure out a way to get rid of it. How long have you lived here? This is
Years, maybe 3.
okay. I think this is longer than 3 years old. Kind of found this.
What's that?
When we were digging, it just kind of came up.
No, you didn't find that here.
Yeah, I didn't find it. We can get rid of it. No problem.
No. Somebody
We'll get
put
rid
that
of
there.
There, nothing happened. It never happened.
Yeah,
There. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I've never seen that before.
Hey, everybody, Shaquille O'Neal, huh? Can you believe we started 3 hours ago?
You did?
Yeah, 3 hours ago.
You almost done?
Well, we've got 3 days to get this with the artists. All these guys are certified Aquascape contractors, artists from around the world came to this.
America, is that a word? Aquascape? Let me know. Okay, continue, sir.
You know how you like on set on SHAQ Life, how you just love to sit at the edge of your beach and look at the blue water and see the sand? Well, we got a sand beach for you right here.
Oh, nice.
And this entire thing is going to be water. And then all through here, where we dug up that skull, that's going to be a waterfall and stream coming over.
Wait, come here. Hey. Come here. You.
Yep.
How old are you?
Basketball player.
13? And you out here working? That's awesome, dude. What's your name?
Nick,
I see. Where you from?
New York.
Okay, that's awesome. Proud of you, bro.
Thank you.
So these are all certified Aquascape contractors that volunteered their time to be part of this build.
How are you, brother?
Don't feel so big now.
How deep you going?
3 feet.
Oh, 3 feet.
Yeah, and we got a beach entry over here, so you can literally go in there with the kids and let them splash around with the fish and everything. We got koi fish coming for you, water lilies. When we get done here, we got a patio, we got the fire pit that we talked about.
Right.
It's going to be completely landscaped, completely done, turnkey, Thursday night for you to check out.
A local 8th grader had the experience of a lifetime today. Nick Decker, on the left right there, he plays basketball at Chalmont. He and his dad are in Georgia right now helping to put in a koi pond at Shaquille O'Neal's mansion. And Shaq made an unforgettable appearance. He showed up, he pointed right at Nick. He asked him his name, how old he was, before giving the 13-year-old a fist bump and telling him, good job.
It didn't feel like it was real, to be honest. It was kind of like, I don't know, you could kind of feel like it just felt different because it was like, you're like, is he really that big? You know, like there's just like...
I think his forearms are the size of my thighs.
Yeah.
Yes, he's really that big. He's 7'1", by the way. The two expect to see the 4-time NBA champ again on Friday at the grand reveal, and they could not believe how incredibly nice he was.
I am 235 pounds. I am not a small guy. I am a small guy compared to Shaquille O'Neal. That is the largest man that I have ever been around. He grabbed my butt, and I can tell you right now that that hand went from the top of my back to right to the top of my thigh, sent a chill up my spine. Just a great guy, you know. I'm a big kid, he's a big kid, and it's gonna be really awesome because he says, I can't picture this. That's okay, because we can.
All right, so what we're doing here is we're creating a perfect circle made out of building stone. It's going to be the fire pit, and this side of the wall of the fire pit is going to go right down into the pond, and it's going to protrude up another 18 inches from the surface of the water. Yeah, so what we're doing right now is we're leveling this thing for our building stone that we're going to use for our fire pit within the pond. Then we're going to have some wing walls that come off of it here, and we'll put some rocks in the end and maybe work a rock into the middle of it. And this is going to be the coping stone that's going to be our border for our pond at this point. So it's going to be really approachable this side, and we'll get some lights embedded into the wall. It's a really nice effect.
run 200 feet of 3-inch, two 100-foot lines because we're going to feed two different things from, I believe one's going to be a 9PL and one's going to be one of the new 5 to 9 pumps. So the trench is going to go all the way from this skim cove. It's going to go all the way up to where Bernie's digging up to the bog area, the wetland. And yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it.
What do we got here?
McCafe coffee.
What do we got over here?
We actually had to go get rocks because not having the rocks till tomorrow with Memorial Day being here, we needed these rocks for holding us down. So we went to site 1, picked up some stone, and we're gonna set them today. I stole some cinder blocks. Check out those beauties. Got some pea gravel, some cinder blocks, just enough to keep us rolling today.
Progress is growing great today. We got the wetland filter excavated out. So remember, this is the heart of the system. So this is responsible for detoxification of all the water. It's going to deliver the desired water quality for SHAQ's new fish, and that's going to be critical. So we want to make sure everything's taken care of. So we got our appropriate elevation. We have the snorkel and centipede ready. The next step, now that we have the fabric in place, is going to be to get the rubber liner in, aqua blocks, and gravel. Down over on this side, we have that whole fire pit. Joey, Weston, they've been busy putting together that big structure that's anchoring the entire pond. So far, it's been a productive day. A little bit of rain coming in and out, but other than that, it's been good.
First rock, super excited. We actually went and got these so we could keep the things rolling. Remember we talked about that, just keep things rolling. But the idea of this rock is it's really high up on the one side and then tapers down. So if we get it to kind of soften this up, it'll give it more the look that this was built in and around the rock.
Just about to wrap up the seam on this intake bay liner to the pond liner here so that we can start putting in our aqua box and our intake components. And then we're just waiting on gravel and boulders.
So this is really cool. Chris and Tristan and Dan are working on a seam. And it looks to be probably like 10 to 15 feet. And it's really just getting them ready for something epic. Come check this out. Over here, we have two 15 by 100 foot liners. Now originally we had a 20 foot by 100 foot liner spec'd out for the job. Well, that didn't show up. And so John was able to find two 15 by 100s. The 15 foot wide is not wide enough to do what we want to do. So we are gonna seam two 15 by 100 foot liners down this driveway. I love that Chris has been practicing over there, so he should be able to do this effortlessly.
End of day 1, spectacular day. We've had a lot of issues. We didn't have the right liner because the liner didn't ship. We had problems with the gravel. Problems basically the whole time, but you know what? These are certified Aquascape contractors that are used to dealing with problems. All businesses is fixing problems. And we had a lot of fun. A lot of busting on each other, but a lot of fun. These guys are spectacular builders. This is gonna be a terrific job, and you know what? I think the best thing is that Shaquille O'Neal's gonna completely love it. I love the fact that he can't picture it, because I can already picture the water flowing. Hey, good job for the first day, guys, huh? Yes! Woo!